Have you been Twitch streaming for?
Oh, I've been Twitch streaming for coming up to 2 months now. So I started in February, and I've had a little bit of a break recently, but generally streaming every day. So yeah, about nearly coming up to 2 months.
When did it take you to get affiliated?
Took me a week to get affiliated. I had a bit of a head start because of everything else I do online, but it took me about a week, and that was only because I had to stream on 7 separate days in order to hit affiliate. So I hit affiliate pretty quick compared to other people, but like I said, I had a head start.
Yeah, because you also are a TikToker.
Yeah, I picked up TikTok about, it's 2 years ago now. I always say, oh yeah, like last year, and it wasn't. It was 2 years ago, before the big boom of lockdown TikTok.
Yeah.
And I had one viral video, and I kind of got it as a joke and thought, whatever, I had one video that did really well, and from there I just kept making content and I kept building, and then gradually expanded out into an Etsy business and Twitch streaming and all sorts of activism and blah-de-blah and Instagram and brand deals, and yeah, it kind of one thing led to another, and thought, why not pick up another platform like Twitch? What can you do,
Yeah. So you kind of like to keep yourself busy a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always struggled with my mental health, and actually I found that mainstream jobs 9 to 5, it's just not something my brain works with very well. So working on my own terms, my mum's always been self-employed, so I'm self-employed. I thought, I can make a job out of this. I can make this pay the bills. So I kind of went for it, and it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely doing this as work, and not just the TikTok and the Etsy stuff, being able to make art and videos. There's also playing games for a living, and that is something that I can't think that a lot of people wouldn't want to do.
You're kind of like living a lot of people's dream lives, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things of sometimes you have to just try and do the thing. I think a lot of people want to do this kind of thing, Twitch streaming. It's really the big boom at the moment. It's very exciting. I think a lot of people want to get involved. I think a lot of people would love to do it. And I think what's stopping a lot of people as well is just the confidence to just do it and give it a go, even if you've got a rubbish laptop, see what you can make work. The only thing stopping you is yourself to do Twitch streaming and things like that. And I think that's the main thing stopping everyone, not the algorithms, not Twitch, not anything.
Yeah, no, it's just trying to get people to just confidently start a career and try and go out there with like Twitch streaming, making TikToks, and starting their own life the way they want to live it.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's a massive thing of if you want to give it a go, give it a go. You give some monkeys if you've only got one viewer, no viewers. It's all about what you want to do in life, and I think Twitch is a fantastic platform for really, really interesting stuff, not just gaming. So there's all sorts you can do.
Yeah. So what's your community like? Because I've gone on a couple of your Twitch streams, and your community seems really lovely.
Yeah, I must say, I seem to have got the cream of the crop when it comes to the internet sometimes. I always had a very lovely, quite a young following on TikTok. Generally, I always thought to myself, if I'm posting content, I want it to be suitable for my little sister to see it. That's how I see it, because that's a lot of my audience members. And then when I moved on to Twitch, I matured it ever so slightly. But the community still very much stayed the same. Morally, in the sense of obviously I'm transgender, I'm non-binary, and I'm a bit eccentric, and there's a real level of respect with the people who tend to interact with me, which you don't always find online. It can be hard to come by respect, and it seems that a lot of people like to confide in me. I think it's a bit of a safe space in the sense of I try not to judge and I try not to allow anybody within my Twitch streams or my TikTok streams or anything like that feel uncomfortable or like they can't be themselves, because I'm authentically myself, and I think that everyone else should be. So yeah, the community kind of, I think, stems out of that, creating small safe pockets online, creating small safe places where people can say, hey, I've had a rubbish day and actually I want to sit down and watch this Twitch stream or watch this TikTok live or whatever, and go, relax for a little bit. It's internet comfort, I call it.
Yeah. So you like to make a safe place for everyone to come to. So if they're having a bad day, you can try and cheer them up. So you in a way, you try and make people have a happy day after a terrible day.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a big part of it. It's not just if you've had a bad day, though. It's just in general making sure that, you know, when people are using the internet, it's a wonderful thing for connecting. It's a wonderful thing for learning stuff that you've never learned before. And I absolutely love having that platform, one, for the safe space, but also for the education, for the communication, especially in the year we've just had. Twitch streaming is so important. It's so important in terms of communication. You can say, oh, people are online too much these days, but that's how the world's going. And as long as we can make sure that when we're progressing the internet and Twitch, we're doing it in a safe way, in a comfortable way, in which people can be safe online, especially younger people. And that's where I think, yeah, the Twitch stuff really does come into play with it all. It really does.
So was it like being a transgender non-binary? Do you get called like the wrong pronouns constantly by accident?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mission being transgender, and then you add on non-binary on top of it. You know, people are starting to get their heads around FTM and MTF, but non-binary people are still a little bit of an anomaly that people don't understand yet. And there's definitely a level of hate online. You cannot be different and not get hate anywhere. It just doesn't work that way. Fortunately, I've been relatively lucky in the sense of people are generally quite respectful of my pronouns. I use they, them. Generally, I don't get too much, but even when I do, the simplest thing is I block it. I just block it and delete it. It's not worth the time to educate people or try and change people's opinions of you if they're just not going to like you. You know, you get used to it. You can't be online and be different and not expect it. You just got to have a bit of a thick skin and also know your own worth.
Yeah, it's kind of something. So you're kind of showing right now that this is how you handle pain. You just block them instantly on social media. You're like, I'm not going to waste my time.
I'm not having that negative energy in my life. There's so much rubbish out there. There's so many people living lives where they are just not happy and they feel like they have to take it out somewhere else. And quite frankly, don't need that energy in my personal life, and I don't need that energy while I'm online. It's easier to just block people. You never need to know from them again.
it's so easier to do it.
Yeah, so much easier. It saves the hassle. There's no point confronting people who aren't going to listen.
So what's your plan for your future career as a Twitch streamer? Like, do you plan to do it for a long period of time?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm quite keen to make not just Twitch, but my whole little social media thing, my entire life, spread it, build it. But for Twitch specifically, I only started quite recently, but I've had quite a good beginning. You know, it's helped with the money situation financially, so I can pay my bills, and so. I'm really hoping. I'm currently building a new PC with my dad, hence why I'm up here during COVID, staying with him for a few weeks. And once that's built, the Twitch streams are going to be all the rage. We're going to be streaming every day. We're going to be pushing games, collaborating, you know, editing, putting it on the YouTube, monetizing on YouTube, and really, really getting all the cogs turning. I'm just in a period of lull at the moment.
So, do you believe that people should like spend a lot of money when it comes to to become famous on Twitch, spend all this money on streaming equipment, PCs, or do you think that they can still become famous with like a console stream and just a laptop?
Absolutely. Do you know what? I think money doesn't win you success. Don't get me wrong, it certainly can help in situations, but you don't need it to start. As long as you've got a laptop and a relatively good Wi-Fi connection, generally, if it's not, you know, ancient like a brick, you can start doing it, and you've just got to give it a go, because gradually, the next thing you know, you could be doing quite well on there. And then you can afford, if you want to, you can upgrade, you can buy more stuff. Because don't get me wrong, nicer quality streams, more people are going to watch. You know, the better, the more watch time. So that's a given, but that doesn't mean you can't start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. Everybody, even the massive Twitch streamers, Tommy Innit, Ninja, all those people, they have to start from nothing. And I think people forget this. I think they forget it. They see Twitch fame or they see social media fame and they think, oh, I can't do that. And it's actually like the only thing stopping you, again, like I said before, is your own head. And like I said, you do need some internet though. That one's a given.
So what type of games do you stream? I know you said stream Minecraft. Do you stream any other game?
Yes, it's again another plan in the works. But at the moment, I'm streaming a lot of Minecraft because that's all my old PC can handle. And I also do a lot of collaborative games, so things like Among Us, which has been very popular in the past year, and Jackbox, who I play quite a bit with a lot of my friends. Fall Guys, that one blew up again last year or something like that. And so a lot of those kind of PC games. As soon as I've got my new PC, we're going to be playing a lot of Switch games. So moving over, really crossing platforms, cross consoles, collaborations, everything. But Minecraft will always have my heart, not gonna lie.
Would you say that gaming is a sort of way to try and help people with their mental health in a way, and like trying to just focus and do something that they love to do to just try and make their day better from all the negativity that they've had all day?
Absolutely, like I just said, there's a real balance with it. There's an element of helping your mental health. You should probably go outside and get some vitamin D, but also, like I said, the escapism is really, really important of video games. It's a crucial part to let your brain chill from all the day's stresses, and especially with the world so fast and intense these days, it's technology is progressing quicker than we are. We haven't evolved to match up with it yet, but that doesn't mean we have to hate it. It does mean that we can use it as a form of help. We can use it as a form of distraction. We can use it as a form of socializing. It is massively important, sitting on a Discord call in an evening or sitting on a phone call with a friend and playing a game. It's a massively social connection that you're making there. You're connecting with somebody who's not even in the room with you, which I think is personally quite impressive and good for your mental health. You can't say socializing isn't good. And for some people, they feel more comfortable doing it that way. So yeah, 100%. I think, like I said, balance, that social media and games can be a brilliant tool. Brilliant.
So have you made lots of friends from your Twitch streams and your TikTok? Have you made like worldwide friends because of your content that you make?
Yeah, to be completely honest with you, most of my friends live across the country, live across the world. A lot of my friends who I have in real life are also people that I will play online with. I've got a good friend in Canada who I speak to every single day. I've got a lot of friends who are also Twitch streamers who live up and down the UK. And it's lovely to have those connections. Again, 30, 40 years ago, it would have been much harder to have those connections. And I think it's massively important. You get a slice of life you don't usually get. And it just opens your eyes a little bit. There's so many benefits to it, but I think a lot of people don't see them.
So when I was watching your TikToks, I noticed that you worked at a radio station. Do you still work there?
Oh, funny story. I actually left last week.
Oh.
But it's okay. I was working at a group called Chaos for a while. So I worked as a local online TV presenter and on radio presenter. So I did a lot of desk work and content producing, a lot of journalism essentially. It was really fun. I loved my job. We were not a charity, but we're a not-for-profit company, so we didn't earn any money from it. Everything we did was for the community, and any money we earned went back into the business, back into the community. So it was a lovely job to have. I've left on brilliant terms, and I'm hoping to continue volunteering and working with them in the future, but just at the moment it's not the right place for me as I'm going through life and running my own business at the same time. So yes, I did work as a presenter, and it was a fantastic job. And what can I say? I've always been a bit like, I need to be expressing myself somehow. So, presenting, theatre, studied drama in college, TikTok, Twitch streaming, being in front of cameras. It's just kind of my life. It's just what I do.
You just love being in front of the camera a lot.
Yeah, I just like being myself, and I like being able to see people smiling at me. There's so much negativity in this world, and to have one person laugh at a TikTok or laugh at a Twitch stream or laugh at some stupid voice I've just made, it makes your day. It makes your day. You know that you've helped someone that day. And it sounds really cheesy and really cliche, like, oh, I love connecting with people online. But it's important. It's so important. And people always think I waffle on, but I'm serious about this.
So what would you say to people that want to be a Twitch streamer or a TikToker and want to do it, but they feel like they need all this equipment and money to be able to start? What would you say to people that want to start being a content maker?
Take it slow. Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't make everything work from the get-go. You can't. There's going to be problems. There's going to be stumbles. The only thing that is stopping you from becoming a Twitch streamer, a TikToker, any sort of influencer online is your own personality and your own self-doubt. And quite frankly, it's difficult because we live in a world where we're told we have to grow up, get a job. That's how we do it. It's hard to break out of that and think, oh, actually, can I take a bit of a risk? You're never going to know unless you don't try. As for equipment, you've got to start somewhere. You've got to start somewhere. As long as you've got Wi-Fi and a decent enough laptop or PC, you can make it work and gradually upgrade, maybe do some savings on the side, maybe do some bits and bobs. There's always a way. That's my advice. There is always a way to do something. Don't believe anybody who tells you there is not a way to do something. And don't believe everybody who tells you that there's only one way to do something. There are so many different pathways you can take. You don't have to take the beaten track that you've been told your whole life. You can do whatever you want, as long as it's safe.
As long as it's safe and it's not putting you in any danger. That's
as long as you don't put yourself or anyone else in danger, you can essentially do what you want. You are your own person. Everyone is. So that's what I would say. Just give it a go.
So you kind of like to make people be themselves around you and in your community. You like to let people be them who they are inside, and the people they try and hide, you try and let that come out.
Yeah, you can't change how you were born. You can't, you can change traits, you can change interesting things about yourself, you can change interests, but at the end of the day, your core personality is not going to change. It will develop, but it won't change. And there's no point in hiding any part of yourself when, quite frankly, everybody should like it anyway. As long as you're a nice person, it doesn't matter. I think so many people are so uncomfortable with, again, it's this life we're living in. We're told so many things, and so we have to look this way, be this way, act this way. And quite frankly, it's all a load of rubbish. It's all a load of rubbish. You can do what you want, and all I want for people around me is to feel comfortable, safe, and like they can just be themselves unapologetically for once. It's so important.
How long have you been Twitch streaming for?
That's a good question. Probably around 4 months now, I think.
Oh, you enjoy Twitch streaming?
Yes, I do. It's whenever I stream, it's the highlight of my day, really. I just really like to interact with people and vibe, and yeah, it's fun. It's good fun.
So, what is it with the face paint? You always have this face paint on whenever you're streaming, and it's like an amazing face paint. And
Thank you.
I'm really curious on why you have face paint on.
Well, there's no real reason I have it on. I just thought, why not dress up as a clown? I've been called a clown so much in my life, so why not like try to like make a career off of it, And yeah, I think it looks nice. Why not, right?
It looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. Just stand out from the crowd a bit,
Just standing out from the crowd. So, and then just get tons of people saying, "I love your makeup. It's amazing."
Honestly, when people say that, it makes my day. It just makes my day.
Have you ever been like called Harley Quinn because of like the types of triangles and all that?
I have, yeah. Not as much as I thought I would have been called Harley Quinn. It's only been like 2 times, but Harley Quinn is an icon, and she's a psychiatrist, and I wanted to be a psychologist at one point, so. It all adds up.
It all adds up perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long did it take you to get affiliated?
I was affiliated on the 8th of January, I think. So, quite a while. I don't know. It depends what your take on time is. But like, it took like a couple of months, But yeah.
Yeah. What was your emotions when you got affiliated? Like, were you really happy that you finally got it?
Yeah, I was actually asleep when I and my friend was messaging me, and we actually got affiliated on the same day. So she was messaging me saying, "Sparky, we did it. We've got affiliated." And I was like, I woke up and I was like, "Wow, that's really neat." And I was all shaky, and I got the email, and it was crazy. It was a big day.
So what is your community like? Like, I've gone on there a couple of times and your community is amazing.
Yeah, I love everyone so much. Everyone's so sweet, and I have a Discord, and we just all chat and vibe on there, and it really is just like a vibe, It's everyone's so chill, and it's really like accepting and nice for everyone, and we just have a good time. We just have a laugh, you know. It's really nice. I'm really honored to have people like that.
Yeah, so you recently just began playing Minecraft, haven't you? It's like you just finally played Minecraft.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Well, I get very motion sick. Like very, very motion sick. I used to play Minecraft like a tiny bit with my friends in like secondary school, but now it's different on a computer, you know. So it's hard to grasp, but and the motion sickness doesn't help. But it's fun. It's fun. I would like to play it more if I'm able to. But yeah, it's good.
So how did you do your first like streaming? Was it on your Nintendo Switch that you began streaming it on?
No, I'm on a Mac right now. So, you know, it's not the best for streaming, but I've had this Mac for a couple of years, and I just thought, I didn't have a face cam or anything. I just kind of loaded up Streamlabs and OBS, and I was like, yeah, let's go for it. You know, I didn't really have a plan in mind, and I just kind of spoke to myself. But yeah, it was through the Mac, my good old crashing Mac. He's dying, but it's okay. It's okay.
Best Mac there ever is.
Honestly, big up Mackie.
So what do you stream for? Do you do it just to like talk to people, get to know people, or do you do it just because there's some Twitch streamers that do it for money wise, but also do it for the community? So you just do it as a community, like make friends online and stuff like that?
Yeah, when I started streaming, I was in the kind of transitional phase between like college and going to university, and that's when the whole like pandemic started, and I felt really detached from my friends. So I started to just make new friends really, and I've gotten super far, and I thought, you know, because I haven't gone to university yet and I don't know what I'm doing with my life, then people have made successful livings off of this, and if I'm having fun and making new friends and I'm able to make a living off it, why not, you know? But yeah, like the main reason was to make new friends, and I've made so many new friends, including you, so yeah.
Yeah, you've made friends with Eskimo, Shima. Is it also Teddy and Dragon as well?
Yeah, just like everyone that we know. Really, it's really amazing how many like close friends I've gained in just these last couple of months through this. You know,
Yeah.
it just baffles my mind. But yeah.
It's one thing about Twitch is you can make good friends from Twitch streaming just by talking to them and getting to know them.
Yeah.
So it's
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's your plan for like the future with your Twitch? Do you want to like do it as a full-time thing, or do you want to just do it as like a side thing?
Again, as I said, I haven't been to university. We're still in that kind of lockdown-ish phase. So I'm sticking to streaming. I'm getting a PC soon, a proper PC, which will hopefully, well, it'll be better than my Mac. But yeah, I'm hoping to do this as a full-time thing if nothing else comes up, of course. I volunteer at a pony sanctuary. That's as much as I'm doing at the moment. So it is really, this is the only thing I've got going for me. So yeah.
What is it like being a Twitch streamer? Like setting it all up before you actually go live? What's it like doing all of that and preparing yourself for the stream?
I mean, obviously, you know, I've got the face, so I have to mentally prepare myself to put the face on, and I don't live by myself, you know. I live with my family, so I have to kind of tell everyone to like be quiet. I'm streaming, you know, which was like pretty embarrassing at first, but I think they've like they get it now, and again, walking around the house with this space, everyone thinks it's a normal thing, but yeah, I just kind of, it's not too hard to set up. Again, I'm on a Mac, so he needs a bit of time to like wake up, you know. But yeah, it's a lot easier than I thought, you know. I thought it would take hours of preparation, but now I'm kind of in a flow. I'm streaming on more days as well, so I'm kind of, yeah, I'm really in the flow of it now. I just gotta get past the face, and then load up and I'm ready. I'm here. So yeah.
So what was your family's like opinion at the very beginning of you Twitch streaming?
Well, my mother was she's very open. She's really cool. She's really cool. And at first she was kind of like, why this? And again, I was like, oh, I don't know. I like cams. They're cool. But she was like, oh yeah, if you're gonna do this, good on you, you know. And then when I got affiliated, she was like, whoa, that's actually really cool. You can start actually, because I have to pay rent, of course, and you know, money's been tough. So she's like, wow, if you can like actually benefit to the household, that's really cool. And she even subbed to me. She even subscribed to me, and it was really cool. She was really happy for me. And my brother has a brain injury, so he's not, you know, he's got some things, but he's really chill with it as well. He like kind of walks past and makes funny jokes, but there's nothing. I thought I would have been judged like a lot more, but they've been really like helpful and understanding, and I've been given tips and tricks, you know, even though they don't really know anything about computers or streaming. They're just like, hey, what if you do this? And it's really nice, it's really helpful, and it's very normalized now. So yeah, it's good.
It looks like you have a very supportive mother with this subbing to you and supporting.
Yeah, I do. I'm very lucky to have her. She's really sweet.
She sounds so lovely.
Oh yeah, she's cool. She's a cool dude.
So what's your opinion? Because usually when people start Twitch streaming, they spend all this money on PCs, mics, gaming chair, webcam. What's your opinion on that?
I mean, I did the exact same. Like, I started streaming with my friend Shima, and we instantly were just like, hey, let's just go into it, you know, let's just go all into it, get everything, why not? And I've always wanted a face cam. I always wanted a face cam, you know. It was inevitable that I was going to spend like £100 on equipment within 2 days of streaming. So I think if you are dedicated to do it, go for it. Just spend your money. Who cares, right? It's fine. You'll get more. But no, I think it is like it's pricey, you know. If you want a good PC, you need to spend at least £800, you know. It's expensive because you need to make like good content, and you need good equipment to make the good content. So I have spent the most money in my entire life on streaming, and when my PC comes, we'll see if it was worth it. But you know, I think it's been worth it. I've had a really good time, and even though I am on a Mac, I've like this microphone, that face cam, together it was £100. This chair, like, it's not even a good chair, but like you can make do. This chair was £30, and it's kind of falling apart, but it's good, you know. So I think you can do it with lesser equipment, but if you have the money and you want to stream, just go all out. Why not? You know, why not? But yeah,
that makes perfect sense. If you want to like get out there, just spend money.
Just spend your money on such a good influence.
Such a great influence right there. You want to be a streamer? Spend money.
Spend all your money.
So what would you say to people that watch it? I want to be a Twitch streamer, but like have just like is a bit scared of like spending money on it, or don't think they're gonna get anywhere with streaming games and stuff like that. What would you say to people like that?
Well, to be honest, I started off like that as well. I'm like, we don't come from the richest family, you know. We struggle to pay rent sometimes. It's tough with money. But if you want to start out, get your laptop, get just a computer, a console, anything. Download Streamlabs or OBS and just go for it, you know. You don't need anything expensive, like if you're just starting. If you're just starting and you want to like try it out, go for it. Like, you know, you're not gonna get any hate. No one's gonna hate you. Everyone loves new Twitch streamers. It's a big thing at the moment. Everyone's Twitch streaming, and why shouldn't you? You know, just go for it. You can do it. I believe in you.
That's very like a good influence there.
Thank you. Try my best.
Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Are you ever gonna like change it up, like spice it up a little bit, or you just gonna keep it
You
the
know,
same?
maybe I'll spice it up. Who knows? Who knows? You know. But at the moment, I'm pretty happy. It's like it's an iconic look at the moment. So I'm kind of happy. But who knows? If I run out of green and yellow, because this is a mix of green and yellow. Like I am on my last legs. Maybe it'll be purple someday. Maybe blue. Who knows? Who knows? You know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
How long does it take you to put the makeup on?
Well, when I first started doing it, it took a whole like a hot minute, if you will. You know, like I coated my face with the white, like proper, like a like a proper like face mask. Not you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But now it takes like 20 minutes, which is still quite a long time, but it's not an hour, so it's okay. It's okay. It's not too bad.
How long have you been Twitch streaming for?
I think I say I started around 2015, but I took a break. I did it for about 6 months to a year, and then I took a break. Stopped doing it until 2019. Started doing it again, then took another break until I moved into my new place. So June 2020 would have been around where I started properly Twitch streaming, rather than being on and off.
So why did you keep stopping your streaming?
Because I just didn't think I didn't seem interested in it anymore like I do now. Of course, I was young back then, a lot more stuff to deal with, school. But I definitely got to knowing that I started enjoying what I do.
Yeah. So recently you have decided to decrease the amount of hours you do with streaming. Why is that?
My mental health.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just like you're taking a break because of your mental health issues. So
Yeah.
you're prioritizing your mental health over streaming, pretty much. Just to sum it
Yes,
all up.
which everyone should be doing.
So what's your community like? The community you have made since you began Twitch streaming again?
I guess now I have a community that, I tried taking a break and I couldn't, because the community I have cheers me up, and I do love the community that I've built. So yeah, I just basically don't really condone myself with leaving that community because of what they've done to help me. I've helped them, and in return, they've helped me. So yeah, I have a pretty good community, and I love all of them.
And you've made quite a lot of really good friends from your community.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like Sparky, Shima, and then Bitty as well. Is there any more I'm missing?
Streamer-wise, it's just Sparky and Shima. But of course, I knew Shima before we both started streaming. As for Sparky, Shima introduced me to Sparky, so that's how I know Sparky. But our friendships have all grown through Twitch, and watching us all progress.
So you don't stream with a webcam. Are you planning to at one point stream where we actually see your face in your streams?
Possibly.
Friendzone?
Friendzone, definitely, because of course I'll be the host. But for now, it's something I need to think about, because now I'm doing this interview. If it wasn't for this interview, my plan was to not show my face and be hidden behind a screen sort of thing.
So what are your plans for your future with your Twitch? Are you planning to make it like a full-time thing, or just something you do to have a laugh with friends?
At the moment, it's just a thing that I'm doing as a laugh with my friends. But if at a point I do like blow up and get a backing with Twitch where I can like sustain myself through Twitch, like Twitch streaming and everything, then maybe I'll go full-time Twitch streamer. Of course, I don't think that would happen until possibly I get my new place.
Yeah, and also it will take a couple of years.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So what's your opinion on people that spend tons of money on streaming equipment just so they can stream? And what's your opinion on that? Do you feel that people need to spend tons of money to be a streamer, to get well known in streaming?
Not really, because of course you don't spend a lot of money and you are very close to being affiliate.
Yeah, on 2.9 again.
So it's really something called, if depending on the equipment you already have, it's very much depending on, is the equipment you have sustainable for high amounts of viewers? Are you entertaining enough to be able to entertain the audience? And do you have the capabilities to keep talking hours on end? Because some Twitch streamers stream for like 5-6 hours a day, me included. So yeah, it would generally be if you can stream for long hours of time and keep talking without dipping in energy. But the equipment people use is definitely like, because you can definitely see a small Twitch streamer from a big Twitch streamer by their equipment they use. People will have better software, be able to play more games. Of course, I'm struggling to play games on my laptop because, of course, I've not got a good laptop. But some people might be able to play stuff on their laptops and stuff. So yeah, it is kind of depending on what equipment they have, but it's mainly the personality that they form whilst doing it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like if you have a good personality for a Twitch streamer, it's more important to have a good personality and be able to talk for hours on end than having these expensive equipment, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even though I was with you when you got affiliated, what was the emotions that you had?
It was a relief to finally have the point that I have been aiming for, and know that like I have gotten somewhere with my Twitch streaming, because I never thought I'd get affiliated, and now I'm supporting, of course, everyone else getting affiliated. But yeah, it's still shocking the fact that I'm now affiliated, and that I have the ability to make money from Twitch, which hasn't happened yet, but it might.
So are you also, is your next step to get partner in Twitch?
That is the goal, but you know, I don't know if I'll be able to reach it because of how my mental health, and if I can even like get a community that has that, because none of us are affiliated. I say none of us, I mean me, you, Sparky, Shima. One of them two is going to get partnered. I did actually speak to them about it all, being like, oh, who do you reckon is going to be the first one to get partnered? And we don't know. We are all very good Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alright, this is the most interesting one. This is the most interesting question. You ready for this? Can you name all your nicknames and the reason behind all your nicknames?
Right. There is more. There's been more. Of course, I'll change the question a little bit because I was speaking to people last night about this. my username is the Eskimo Plays.
Yeah.
Of course, that's my gaming channel. And I realised it's a really good concept, because if I ever want to make other channels, all I have to do is remove the plays. The Eskimo Vlogs, the Eskimo Reacts, the Eskimo Cooks. But as for my nicknames as such, I have Apex personality, which Bitty came up with, which is Eskagun. Don't know why, still haven't worked it out yet. I've got my Minecraft personality, which is Escablade, which is a rip-off of Technoblade, who is a Minecraft YouTuber. But I got that name because I'm good at because Treasure Wars and Death Run I'm really good at. Eska Bookshelf is my bookshelf personality, where due to hide and seek, I've kind of just... There's been times where I've been a bookshelf and people have literally walked over me whilst playing hide and seek on Minecraft. And yeah, people have just run over me and stuff. So that's how I got the title Escablade. Trying to think... No, Escablade, Eska Bookshelf. There's not really much else for my Twitch streaming personality sort of things. Of course, I have others that haven't that are more story based aspects rather than my Twitch, like Elfimo, who is my elf persona. There's no point going through the backstory of that because that hasn't really been fully done yet. I'm currently working on it. But yeah, my main nicknames are just Escablade and Eska Bookshelf, and of course just Eskimo.
So
Yeah.
last question, what would you say to people that would like to be Twitch streamers but are either too scared to or just don't think they have enough time to?
Painful. Nah. If you personally think you can do it, then do it. There's nothing really stopping you from doing it. So if you think you can do it, then just go for it, because what's the worst that could happen?